Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey. I am That Resolves, and it's just that part of the set, isn't it, where I'm not really sure what I want to play, because I do like to play different things each time. So, I had an idea. I want to play Last Word in a market. I don't want to play it to OTK, or Smuggler, nope, not quite. I don't want to play it to OTK people, so let's do it for Ebon, Dune, Smuggler. Because that's going to be spicy, just out of nowhere, bang, Last Word, kill him. So, what we are going to need actually with this, oh, it's a bit spicy, isn't it? Loads of things with last now. I want to play a mask deck, and the problem with playing Ebon, Dune, Smuggler is that we ain't going to get to two of a Mask of Torment, which is a little bit on the sad side. But I think that the upside of just being able to like Shazam, you know, and just like get them real good is probably worth it. So as we hoping to be playing big power deck, we probably want some sort of nonsense like Passage. Yeah, we'll play that in the market. I suppose like the main let's just play like a pretty sort of like old school style of master. Play Ayan. Just really keep our opponent guessing with like Ayan and Dune Smuggler. Like, I guess we're playing against some sort of Skycrack deck. We'll be able to really get him. Actually, really quite partial to Vara. Let's put a Vara in the market as well, just because that's probably going to be kind of spicy. Want to play some big Azindel is. Get this big dude in there. Azindel's gift as well. This market is just going to be like super clunky, but we are going to ramp towards stuff, I promise. So have a little look for like lifesteal. Just want to be straight Xenan now, don't we? Let's turn those sounds down a little bit. There we go. So I probably want to play. Let's turn up a little bit. Some amount of Vara's favour. I do like this card actually. Four's probably too many, but you know we can work it out together. Let's see if there's anything else that's sort of spicy and lifestealy. And I mean, it's pretty cool, but it's probably not what we're actually looking for. So we can play some Dizo's Office. That's kind of nice actually. It gives all our units lifesteal. I mean, we've got some sort of like overlap, but I guess it protects you from being silenced engine nonsense like that. Let's play one Dizo's Office. I think that's probably like enough, really. Don't want to be playing millions of that sort of effect. I actually really do like End of the Line, but it costs like $1 billion, doesn't it? And it is like multiple triggers for the thing, but whatever. So, I guess. Pardon me. So. Do want to gain life, don't we? So other ways we can gain some lives is life doesn't work like that, does it? It's like gain heart. Well, we'll pull some Temple Scribes. That's like a start. Speaking of Temple Scribes, I kind of like Xenan Temple. So Xenan Temple as a card actually really annoys me because the completing the agenda is sort of a number with the actual units that you get. So Xenan Temple, whatever enemy unit dies, you steal it, goes in your void. You get Will Joiner, so when Will Joiner attacks, each enemy unit gets -1/-1, she gains that much. So obviously, like at this point, you just absolutely go in ham and you just make like a huge threat. But what annoys me is that then the quality of units in your void is lower because you've made them smaller. That's just sort of frustrating. Although, let me tell you, like using Scare just to kill something like a, I can't remember the name of the thing now. The Time Merchant is just absolutely kind of spicy. I do like that. Yeah, let's play some Xenan Temples. I'd like it as well if we can. Actually, let's play some Waystones in here because we do need that. I'd like it if I've completely forgotten what I was saying. Let's have a look at some sort of like standard lifesteal, not lifesteal, the other one, Mask of Torment deck. Because Mask of Torment decks, they've been around for a while. There's been some straight Xenan ones for a while. They're not all kind of medium. Actually, how many pips is this? They're both triple, all triple. Yes, we kind of, because of all these triples, we do sort of just want to say 2 faction, don't we? Let's. I think it might be that most of the lifesteal units might have been. So weird, isn't it? Yeah, most of the decks like Talia and stuff like that, weren't they? There we go. That's the ticket. That's what we're looking for. So what we want is Theurge. Right, so this is a brew, but I am going to use some technology from like other decks to sort of like remind myself what we actually want to be playing here. So we do have some like repeatable lifesteal because we've got like, well, repeatable life gain because we've got like lifesteal units, but we do want to sort of like have some stuff that does some things. Actually, Devour and Abductor is probably not like a terrible idea. So if we play Abductor, probably like some amount of them. Probably like a. We've got room for a last chance. Room for a last chance, and then Devour. Then if we play Devour, we're sort of okay because we've got like Temple Scribes fine to Devour. So is Ebon Scribe, well, even Dune and Ayan. So okay. Devour's sort of good against like Permafrost, stuff like that. So we do have a bunch of things now that we can do. Do we want some more? We've actually got 4 more slots, so it looks like because we've got the Amber Waystones in here. So do we want Lunar Magus? So if we put Lunar Magus, that puts us really heavy onto sort of like 3 drops. Don't really like that. I'd rather just play like 2 Banishes, just because Banish is kind of sweet. At this point, pretty low. Do we want to play some Initiates or the other one, which is Trailmaker? Yeah, play some Trailmakers rather than like Initiates. This lets us play more Crests maybe. Or just like more depleted powers in general, I guess. But yeah, let's have a look at what this deck's sort of looking like. So we've got 28 units. Like we've got quite a jump here to Azindel. Actually going to play some. What's my dude called? Empower. It looks like Yachtabite. Costs like $1 million. There we go. Ravid. Let's play some Ravids. I do like Ravid. Okay, so we've got one turn kill. Last word. And then, actually, this is like first deck that actually get to play for a while that both has last word in it and gets to use the deck art. Because it's actually like my favourite artwork, realistically, for decks. Do still wish that we had like the feature where. Oh, got a comment. Oh, yeah, my other video has gone up. So I've actually got time now to make some videos. Probably making the rest tomorrow, to be honest. I'm not sure if I'm making 1 or 2 now, but hopefully it'll be the full length, like 5 games. So obviously where we get to with this. Got like a bunch of like repeatable life gain now, so we should be able to go big. You know, play like the big things. Vara's probably not like the best here because it actually doesn't get back as much as I thought it would. So we can probably get rid of this Vara. So Pale in it is actually kind of spicy, isn't it? So maybe it's that. Oh yeah, it's the combo. I mean, it's expensive, so good with Mask. It gains life, so it's good with Mask. And you empower to make worms, so it's kind of good with like a flooding. So we've got like one for us. So let's play some Crests. I mean, the power bases and these sort of things are sort of easy because, well, you just sort of jam all the stuff that's good. So Crest, probably don't want to play Nightfall. I don't think the sort of deck that actually wants Nightfall. Although we can probably run out of cards sometimes. Actually, Devour's kind of nice because it's good with Ravid. Because you play the power and get to devour the thing, which is nice. So, Crest, there we go. Banner, and I guess we want some seats. And I'm going to sort of like auto-fill it. I'd like there to be a button that you could press that just like sort of showed you all of like the non-basics. Let's have a look at this deck. So we've got 78, so we've got 28 powers, 4 masks, 4 Vara's favourites, so at that point we're looking like we've got too many, so 3. 7 Shadow Sigils, probably fine. Let's go down to 26 there. Oh, 26, so we're up to 29 power. Plus Trailmakers and Temple Scribes. Trailmakers probably not super important, but it does help us like sort of definitely get Ayan, I guess. And let's just play Mask a little bit early. Let's just play Power Stone, but I suppose we do want sort of like random like weirdo units in play, don't we? So that we can actually make the Azindel good. So could we make room for Initiate? Maybe, but then we just got like loads of like really weird draws, which don't probably want, do we? So I think we're going to try this on a ladder. If we don't like something, we'll change it, but I am planning on doing like the full 5 games with this. We'll see if it turns out to be a train wreck, in which case we'll do 3, and then we'll just move on to another game because, well, another deck. Because I've been thinking of doing like either Sentinels with the Forecast Freak free that sort of like mills you for 5 and lets you pick a relic or a Sentinel, some sort of science bloke, can't remember his name, or playing a deck with Brel and relic weapons. So sort of like an old removal pile where it was the version with like Tavrod and Icaria, but this time would be Brel and Tavrod, and that's kind of a nice pairing because Tavrod fetches you the weapon and then Brel makes it bigger. So it's quite a nice curve of like 5 Tavrod takes 6 Tavrod attacks, get like a rune hammer, turns it into a 9/1, play it on 6, kill the thing, and then you get to play Brel, making it like a 13/5, and that just seems pretty kind of spicy. But yeah, this looks kind of good. Probably got a few too many Devours, but it's good against removal. So we'll done that. Actually, I got a full fat cherry cola today. It's not quite as nice as the cherry Pepsi actually. So like, it's like diabetes. It's not quite the same. So this hand, if like this devoted Theurge was like a 3rd power, like a Crest, I'd snap this off. But I think we need to redraw this. Yeah, it's probably fine. Just probably going to Crest. We will make Trailmaker. So another reason Trailmaker's good is because we do have like some triples in here. We do want to be able to make the most of that. Additional Azindels. Like, nah. I think we can do better. Like, obviously we've got 4 on the deck, so it's probably fine, but I think we can probably just do better than that. Well, District Infantry. I guess we're going to try and trade against you. Yeah, we'll try and trade. Like, if our opponent plays a power, I'll be like, whoop, no blocks. But I don't mind trading Ayan. That's kind of fine, really. If our opponent torches this, that's kind of bad because it means that we're ages away from being able to Ayan. Yep, this is fine. I'll take it. We'll get the ban out now while we can. I suppose we'll set up the 2 blocks. Don't want to attack opponent. I don't assume they trade because this is a real good card. Valkyrie Enforcer, that's fine. I'll probably go with a double attack, I'm sort of happy with that. Because like, I'm sort of incentivized too. At this point, yeah, let's do a trade. Just got to use Iron to kill that. If we've got like a Dark turn, we're in good shape. We'll play Xenan, but I'm probably just going to like block plus Devour because this is just a 2-1 for 2 now, which is not remotely exciting. Let's dance. One duel. Contact with them. I suppose we are keeping this back, but I'm just going to Devour, just try and draw some stuff. Okay, Ravid's kind of good. Xenan Temple, not so much. Okay, well, I might use Xenan Temple just as like a gain of 1,000,000 because I just want to play it in Xenan Augury. But first off, I think that we've seen enough. Let's just banish this. I think I'd rather just slow that down. And then Xenan Temple, I can use that like to Xenan Augury. If our opponent takes the turn to kill it, it's sort of fine because it's like gain 6, gain 9 because of the Augury, or 1,000,000 because of this. That's what we've got in here that we can actually get. Last chance is kind of sweet, actually, because then we can go and get Ayan. Do like that. Passage kind of nice as well, because it knocks this out of the sky, turns this into a 1/1. But I think we just try and set up for this Ravid. So, Augury first. If we find a Crest. Oh no, got a mask. We can't do that. So it's just like, just not going to happen, is it? Yeah, play this. I'll probably also attack this. I mean, if they don't, it's fine because the other 2 abilities don't do anything yet. So I suppose I'll probably decide whether they're attacking us for 9, which is probably correct actually because we're only at 21. But we are going to just Ravid. Then with the Ravid, it's actually killing that. That's fine. That's pretty perfect because we gained 12 off that. Okay, so Druid power anyway, but like whatever. Let's just make a Ravid here. And then we'll just Crest. I think we want the Crest more than like the game 2. Yeah, we'll keep Vara. I reckon it's good. No, it's making another one of these. But I'll just making it Azindel next turn, to be honest. So Vanquish here is fine. I probably get to attack for like a bunch, just not blocking. We could spike a torch off the opponent, so I do like that. My opponent's targeting this. Ooh, maybe they got a torch. Can't draw anything. There we go. So we got the torch. So we are cooking with gas. Probably should have kept the power actually because we could like trade it with even Dune Smuggler, but I think at this point I just want to make it difficult for our opponent to sort of do stuff. If they vanquish this or Falcon Forcer it, sort of a nuisance, but we still got these two things that'll keep these busy. And we're just going to be attacking for 7/7 next turn, so it's also kind of fine. Okay, so our opponent is going for attacks, so let's just kill this while we can. Also, it's kind of nice because it's just like blows up our opponent's board, so when our Vara comes down now, it's just going to look really impressive. So, it's actually very much I want there. Play Vara out because it prompts the sacrifice here. I'm also sort of insulated against like a charge unit. Yeah, I'll promise obviously off it. Yeah, Ravid did some work there, just super good. So this hand on the draw, got Vara's favour. Two really good frees. So I sort of like it, but it's just so slow. If it's bullets a redraw, isn't it? This isn't great. Like, I feel like a third power to snap keep it, but I guess we're on a 6. I assume because what we're doing at the top is just so big we can probably get away with it. But yeah, this sort of sucks. On the draw, so we get like our card back, but we just like gave up the temple for it. Okay, well, when the mask's in play, we do get a card back because of the Temple Scribe. We won't play Mono Justice stuff. I'm going to prioritise time because that means that we get to... I mean, for sure, we do get to get the Waystone activated anyway, but just going towards time, just make stuff work. So, I'm not going to block here. I'd rather, if our opponent just wants to use their trick, like, use it now when it's not trading for me. They get a power out of the deal, yeah, reinvigorate, give it endurance, like, lifesteal, it's fine. It isn't killing us, so it doesn't really matter. Once this is in play, we don't really mind about the 2-1 anymore, like, can die realistically, so it doesn't matter. Would like it because then we get to double spell next turn, we get to Temple Scribe into Vara, but if we don't get to do that, that's also sort of fine. Yeah, I mean, I'll trade if my opponent's going to offer it me. That seems aggressive. Hojans do work really well together, but even if our opponent blows us out here with a trick, like, we still get to gain a life, which puts up power. I also get to draw a card of it, so it's sort of fine, really. Yeah, so minus arrow in there. Interesting that our opponent did do it before. So like, look at how much power our opponent's now lost. Like, I sort of feel fine. It's written right here. Yeah, we're at the point now where we can just like stop playing power, so we can use it for our merchant. Might get Pit. We're playing against like Mono Justice. I don't think Mono Justice has like outs to like massive relics. So it could actually be Rakano just had like an awful draw and they've just, you know.
Mercy isn't really my strong suit.
Okay, so we'll do this. So opponent gets to make a choice. Could just sacrifice 2 because it's not going to do anything otherwise. If they've got a Vanquish or something, they could just leave it. That's always like a good shout. So yeah, it's probably what's happening there. Could get gift. Just like snap it off next turn, I guess. Let's Crest. We'll see what we've got. Okay, so we've got Xenan Temple. I do like that, especially like as a surprise. Just like killer effect here. So we're going to gift our part. So it's just sort of like a difficult sort of like turn cycle here. I don't think we're in danger of dying really. And we'll sort of like finagle our way into doing some things and stuff. I'm sort of fine with like the Vara popping this Aegis. Even if she does die, I feel like that's fine in terms of cards, because Aegis is usually just going to 2-for-1 you. Being able to just like beat Aegis is like, I feel like a good card in those sort of situations. Vanquish fine here. I could also just like last chance Devour. That seems actually kind of fine. So now the Temple Doings on top of our deck is a little bit less exciting looking. Just like chump the 4-4, I guess. No escape. So actually, we could boop the Temple Scribe, because then where we'll be at next turn, we can last chance Vara, give Vara the killer if we keep this power, and I think that's probably kind of good. And we get to gain like a bajillion life. And also we could just like get Temple Scribe back. So let's get last chance. So let's get Vara back. So everyone gets to make a choice here. Okay, so we just get to gain like infinite life. We're not in an excellent spot, but our opponent does have to like make a pretty reasonable choice here. We could kill a fly, but I'm probably just going to kill Marley, just because Marley's a really good card. So go back to 25. We steal Sheriff Marley, nice. We're just going to snap block here. I don't think our opponent's got... Maybe they could use like a combat trick on this to kill our thing, but at that point I feel like we're sort of okay. If they use the Finest Hour to kill our Xenan Temple, I feel like we've got so much value off it. Also, I sort of don't mind Dark Returning Sheriff Marley if we get the chance. So we're just going to make loads of 1-1s, and 1-1s are really nice with the Merchant because we just get to trade them for like actual card. Like Temple Scribe's kind of sweet. Yeah, Vanquish's Blade's kind of... It's more of a worst case scenario there, really. But we're keeping the 2-1 in check. So, Devour. So this is more interesting. I suppose we'll just like threaten the block. Draw 2 cards and start on next turn with 3 cards in hand. I think that's probably better. 3 cards in hand and 11 power. So we could probably do whatever we want there, can't we? A lot of our strategies do care about like this void recursion hate we've got here, the Vanquish's Blade. But yeah, this is fine, we'll take 4. If this is keeping our opponent's unit back, I'm very happy with that.
Mercy isn't really my strong suit.
Not Marley, cool. Ooh. Well, this is kind of spicy. We get to do Ravid, the Insect Master. And then we get to play Azindel. We'll play Azindel plus Devour. I think having Ravid out is probably better. So we can gain 2 if we want, but I think the Crest might be more important. I think the Crest might be. We'll bomb that power because we are going to draw 2. Like, if our opponent does anything about this. So have they used a real Vanquish and a Vanquish from the weapon? So they could have more. I mean, they are a mono Justice deck, so Vanquish is like their main form of interaction. I'd probably be happy to try and trade here, and then if I don't use the trick, then I'll Devour. But Ravid's actually been a really impressive card. Like, I would really like to see this as a 5/5, just because being a 7-drop that dies to Runehammer, even though it technically trades with Runehammer because of like the 1/1 that you get left behind, it's just like a little bit ropey. Because I probably just like savagely playing around our Azindel here. Just don't want to let us have a card. Because that's the main reason why you wouldn't attack with a Winchester Merchant. Because I'm not pressuring you back. If you're attacking me for like 8, like, what am I doing exactly? I mean, take the fort, it's fine. I could have blocked and devoured, but I'd like to see more. So this is what I mean. Like, this happens, but don't just devour that. It's fine. Of course, it's not ideal, but you get what you get, really. So can't attack this, which is sort of like a bit of a stain, really. It's got 11 here. This brings us to 15 total required. So I think we'll play Waystone, because that brings up quite a lot of power, actually. Then I sort of want to play... Actually, if I play this, you know, 2 of these in play, so that Ayan gets to do double duty. It's kind of nice, isn't it? We'll play Azindel. Opponent gets to trade this with like one of these, but as far as I know, they shouldn't be able to kill our Azindel just with like, because I ain't blocking at this point. It's like an onboard trick. It's just never happened in a million years. So we've got additional Vanquish. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's a bit of a nuisance, but if our opponent goes all out here, we get to do like some trades and then we get to do a little bit of work trying to fight ourselves back into the game. But we're really high life total. Our opponent doesn't seem to be activating Mali just because we've got other things to do. So, yeah, that's fine. Just attacking like that. Okay, that's all okay as well. I suppose where I was going to play Ayan, kind of too much. Should have taken more note of the decklist actually. So now I feel sort of okay because we get to run out Ayan. Just keep the additional thing there. Do we want the power? Because this brings up to 17, this brings up to 19. We can't use the ability. Cool. Wasn't sure if like because you silence the thing, like is it still you get to remove the void bind or not? Yes, it's fine. We've got like a board here. So because we could get merchant, I'm going to keep the banner because we've gone through 1, I believe. God, the artwork is so similar to like Temple from a distance, like as stand apart. It's like the Winchester Merchant, the Argentport, Smuggler. It's a bit difficult to tell. So the point is just like going ham for justice here. I mean, I'll trade. Like I'm fine with this. Yeah, I'd stick 4. So I feel like we're slowly sort of like losing this game, but we could actually get somewhere. We could also just maybe we've just played this last word. We could just like start mowing down our opponent's units, make it difficult for them to get through, just sort of like machine gun them down. Okay, so we can't attack with Iron. So we get the 2 of them out next turn. I guess up to 20 we can start like tormenting our opponent. That seems pretty good. Our opponent is going to like get us for 8 in the air though. There's no reason to attack with the ground units, have they? Just because of like deadly unit. Okay, so
you will feed the darkness.
Given this, I'm going to double block. There's Champuni. That gains us 4 power, gets up to 20. That seems good. So maybe I could attack, or I could have blocked with the leech as well. just to definitely kill it if like, they had a finest hour or something. Just try to make sure we sort of like keep a healthy life total at this point. Wouldn't actually mind merchant into Passage of Aeons, because then we could also use our... Well, the silence is good. So, might as well just start masking our opponent. The kill, that's sort of fine because we get the Spitelings and just get to do the same play next turn. Vanquish. It's not great, but I believe that even if it's Voidbound, you still get the effect. Because the Spitelings sort of like come from thin air. So, I've been playing the game for like ages, haven't we? So getting pretty low though. I'll sort of find if our opponent just doing this for their turn, just like making steadfast step it is sort of okay. Let's Crest, see if we can find something there. Try and make it? Nope. And let's just make another big boy. I thought I was going to have like... Can't possibly have any more. I mean, can I just get frills anyway? Vanquish yikes. So 8 and 9 from 1, let's go. Oh! So you're saying there's a chance. It might be the last turn that our opponent got to attack on the ground.
Peace is its own reward. Peace is its own reward.
Rats. Not what we're quite looking for here. So we get to go to 2 with Vara's favour, and then we die. So I suppose we'll just do it ourselves. Show our opponent a little trick. There we go. We'll go back to 1. Mono Justice getting it done, eh? Diabolical stuff. Okay, so on the draw, you may notice that this is a different sort of time when I'm actually playing. I had to cut it short yesterday, but I do want to give the full 5 games with this. So I think we did 3 last night, so I'm going to do another 2 here, and then I'm probably going to re-record with the sort of like the Caldera Cradle deck, because I think that's actually kind of good. I'd like to see a little bit more of that. But unfortunately, without like the Shadow Source, I think I'm just going to redraw here. Yeah, this is much kind of a little bit of a ramp here, and then some Temple Scribes. We are a little bit on the slow side, but if we draw like an undepleted, then we're able to sort of like plot the mystery before you get to play a thing. We get to play Banner, so we get to set up some undepleted power turns. So in the dark is like Xenan, probably don't need a second dark turn. We've only really got like one good target 2 dark turn, which is the Ayan currently, so let's Crest here, and at this point we can probably just like bomb this power, just don't need it. Because we do get to play pretty much whatever. So this 0-4 is going to be a bit of a nuisance to try and attack through, but it gives us something to bounce off with Ayan if we do find like a crown. Okay, so play this first. Let's grab a Justice. No, we don't actually need Justice, but I get to spook the opponent a little bit. Because it is feasible that a Crown deck would have Justice in it. Might make them consider. So I don't want to attack because of Ayan, so I think we'll play Vara here. I've got no sacrifices then, for sure, we're just not attacking. So banish him with the ability on the stat. But I guess we could Dark Turn. Yeah, that seems good. Just use up all our power. Could attack there, but they just block, so it's not worth it. Also get to like Vara plus Temple Scribe, which is kind of nice. Okay, so I put us on the Master Torment deck, so we do have a passage to be able to deal with that. Let's just pick Vara, see if our opponent sacks. I mean, they might be more incentivized to now because they've already got the additional power from this. But I think I'll just play around like a feeding time. If there's something like that, I'll just devour something. Yeah. Removal is fine. Just draw 2. Let's keep digging through. Okay, so Azindel's kind of good here. I don't want that. Just gonna make some temple scribes. Ooh, it's got big smugs. Let's go and get gift.
The fruits of paradise.
Boop this and just grab a gift and just gift them. Thinking of like an unseal, but I kind of doubt it really.
The shadow is a gift.
Maybe we should have attacked first if they do like an unseal, just try and get them to place some spells like deal something on our board, but just sort of seems doubtful that that'll matter. Yeah, so they do have the iron that we sort of like were a little bit concerned with earlier. So if we get to eat up one of our pals, it means we probably do want to be playing that Xenan banner here. But if our opponent doesn't have an outfit to this straight away, then we do get to... Okay, it's not fine. Just get... They won't be able to use merchants anymore. If we get them to like discard like an Azindel here, then we're feeling pretty good. And also they'll just have to like rip perfectly, because when we draw like the power to play Azindel, they'll have to like draw exactly removal spell line to be able to kill it. Of course, Runder's Choice is the sort of thing that does kill.
You buying or not?
Oh, they get burglarized. Oh, that's kind of cool. So we're probably going to aggressively, well, not aggressively, we're going to go and grab Passage. Oh, let's get another mask. Just drop that, okay. Okay, so that's sort of interesting. I think I will keep this in hand. Just go attack for the 1. Actually, no. Well, it does like play both of the things, but it doesn't really matter, does it, too much? Yeah, so they've got like a lot of powers that can do pretty much anything, but I think we'll just keep it like this. Gives us more options, and then we get to just play the Azindel out. But if our opponent does something that we need to deal with, then we're able to go and get something with the market.
Welcome to the fold.
So there's 5. So no blocks from me. And I think this is like the lower value of the 2, but I'd rather just get Iron down. It just gets us to draw 1 card, doesn't it? But they've got an Azindel in play. Our opponent does get to eat the Ayan, which isn't ideal, but... Ooh, Harney Scream, nice. So we can actually go and merchant later on. I'll just like wall up our with a Vara, that's kind of nice actually. I probably must be up to something if they're playing Harney Scream. So I might just Harney Scream Ayan and then activate Ayan to go and fetch something. That seems pretty like absurd as a turn. Right. I mean, I would let our opponent attack here. Seems fine. So let's just Harney Scream Ayan. Just activate Ayan. We'll get big Vara. The ability doesn't matter as much. Our opponent can double block here, so let's just do it like this. Draw 3. Yeah. Opponent's had enough, and don't blame them for a second there, because that was a bit of a spicy comeback time. Okay, well, we're on the play, and we've got a Ravid. It's not quite an early Ravid. We can potentially play like turn 3 Mask, and then get up quite a bit. So this is kind of a risky one. I think this is the last game, so maybe we can go for the risky one. Just you know, go out with style. But if we miss, our opponent like deals with the Trailmaker, it's just going to be sort of painful. And Ravid is generally at his best when he's paired with Azindel, so yeah, I think we'll redraw this. I feel like if we did miss there, we'd just be super sad. Oh, this is better. we're on the play. It's like the first day of the ladder reset, so yeah, play Banner first. Don't really know what I want. I wouldn't mind, like, because normally when I'm going to Crest and turn, it's going to be like, I don't want power or I do want power. It's just like a really binary choice. Right now, I'm not really sure. I'd probably bottom with power actually, just because I just don't think we need it. But so let's see what our opponent's up to. If our opponent doesn't give us something to target with Vara's favour, we get to Crest with like some more information. Okay, so let's just Crest it up. So we're playing some sort of Combre deck. We'll keep Temple Scribe just because it's effectively free, and we get a nice curve of like Ayan into Vara. So if they're an aggressive deck. But this could also just be like the Mars Chains. We do have outs to that deck because we've got like Passage of Eons. Okay, well, let's stop this before it gets out of hand. So we don't get to like develop our board at all, but Ayan is kind of a late game threat anyway because of the +8 ability. So you can play it on 11 to just like build a board, or you can also just like surprise an opponent at some points as well. So looks like they weren't leaning too heavily on that, but again, all these like power searches, I promise to have the thing with Tell Up where later on the board is like going to get to a position where they just don't have targets and they don't get to kill anything with Martyrs Chains, which is super important to keep an eye on how many Justice Sigils your opponent's drawn. So this is definitely +2. So it's kind of one in hand. So I think this deck plays like 7 or something. So once they've got 7 out, you know, you just don't have to be worried about the Tell Up attack anymore. Well, that is a pretty niche example. So, what are we getting? Could be Pit, but it seems aggressive. Step boot power up for 5. It seems. I'd like to be. I suppose we should have a look at like the. They could be getting the power cell, like the Eternity Core, I suppose.
It's written right here.
We'll just draw with Temple Scribe, see what we get. Okay, cool. So we've got a Mask of Torment coming up, so we'll be able to go up like actually quite big in power. Probably place Azindel kind of pretty soon. So we got Marshline Form. It's a double on power. It's kind of good for them.
The darkness.
So we don't actually have a removal spell in here, do we? I mean, we've got Last Word, which is sort of a removal spell, but we'll do that later on. Just need to worry. I don't think I'm going to trade Ayan for like 1 power. I'll just attack with this. Yeah, so the Desert Marshalling
Can escape me.
does remove our lifesteal, but our opponent's at 15 now, so it's not irrelevant. And if we get attacked here, we get to like do a block. Goes up to 8, and then we're able to play or Azindel. Our opponent's really ramping it up here. They are going to get to 15. Okay, well, pretty much now, basically. So maybe.
Welcome.
I think we're probably dead here. Because our opponent's just kind of well too big. So. Yeah, should have like attacked if it was at 8. Maybe it would have been a little bit different. But I don't think it would be. So is there anything we can get back? No, there isn't. So we could get Passage, but it's just like 2 lakes and we'll be taking like a million T. I think we just play the power and just like sit back. If our opponent blows everything up, well, Matt's Chain's sort of fine, I guess. Okay, well this is actually kind of okay then, I guess.
The fruits of paradise.
Because we get to get Passage of Eons. Now everything's huge, which is a problem for us. But we do get to kill that. We can sort of like survive the turn. Pretty sure we can, yeah. We'll just like make some chumps around. Maybe it's not quite enough. So our opponent will have 1, 2, 3 blockers. And we will be taking 10, 22. Yeah, take 22, it's fine. We'll go to 11, have 3 blockers. I think we die anyway. But but we might draw something cheap that lets us stay in it. Because there's no way we'd deal with like a board this size, realistically. So, Temple Scribe, well, not Temple Scribe, Initiate this hands. So, we are pretty dead here. We've got 4. Are we making the 4 attacks? Yeah, so, how do we survive? So, we block the 10 for a start. Do we need to block everything? We'll just block the 4. One of them. Take 6.
Our alliance brings power.
Could have drawn another Azindel actually.
Time quickens.
This'll do the trick.
Okay, so we're at the, you're saying there's a chance portion of the game. So if we attack with everything, we're actually only getting like 1, so we may as well just attack with the 1. Okay, well, our Waystone not perfect, but it brings us to 7. Still don't think we actually survive, do we? Block 2 big ones. Yeah, just chump them, don't we? Then we can eat something else, yeah, so block this. So I'm not going to be concerned about like a combat trick, because it's not going to happen, is it? We do this, we take 3. Yeah, maybe we're able to turn it around. Okay, 5 owls is not good for us, I will be honest. Is there anything we can get in here? And that's probably not. Well, let's attack for our 1. We do need to draw like pretty much exactly like a harsh wheel for our opponent's deck. Justice and a time sigil. Cool, cool. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can actually do here, is there? I've already got the passage, so we can't take these out. Yeah, not that matters. So I guess that's it for us. Show them what we got. Yep, no, yeah, no, there's no justice sigils. Got a little bit of value, you know. Gave them what for. Onto the deck tech, I guess. Okay, so as we saw, you know, it is kind of interesting that the Ebon Dune Smuggler is able to grab you to something expensive and game winning, like the gift of like the last word, but the market is definitely just a little bit too top heavy. We should have had like some more sort of utility in there. Maybe I could have seen something in there like a find the way, just to be able to like really consistently hit our power. But other than that, I do really just like the pairing of like Ravid and Azindel, as we saw in like the another Xenan deck that we've played. And I'm sort of like, I'm interested in the power level of Xenan Temple. I'm not sure where it fits in a deck. Like, I'm still cross about the anti-synergy with World Joiner with the actual site's passive, but yeah, what can I do with that? Much prefer it with Ayan. Dizo's Office, again, pretty cool. We didn't really get to see it in action, but just trust me on this one. Dizo's Office is good. I would put it about the power level of Howling Peaks. It's obviously more expensive, and it's in a faction where like most of your units have lifesteal anyway, but if you get to do anything like Dizo's Office plus Ravid, it's just kind of nice because you get to make all those little wasps that have then got lifesteal. It's just going to be really hard for your opponents to actually ever overcome you. And of course, Dizo's Office with Mask is sort of going off. We didn't really get to go off with Mask, but this is just like a sort of like a scrap together deck. We're just in that point of the season now where it's just like, well, you know, we're just sort of like in the waiting room for the campaign, I guess, which is in like maybe another month. So probably the end of March. Hopefully, like, there's a monthly character card that actually does something, because Severin was kind of like cute and reminded people that there is like a Rat Cage card that exists, but it didn't really do anything. Not like Spectre, where it was just like a huge change. So anyway, I mean, that resolves, and I'll see you around.